got some kind of alternate universe in there or something.
Yeah. All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
That's never happened to me before.
Shit. I've been waiting for you.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Two of you need help.
Some folks have a strange idea of entertainment.
Damn it.
I need to hear you guys.
Hey, if you want to get stung by a mosquito, better call Skeeter on Sound for your wedding and any of your celebratory needs for Wisconsin. You want to hit up Skeeter on Sound? He is DJing a Hanson concert tonight, everybody. So he is not with us again. I don't know what his thing is with Hanson. Kevin, Chad, I really don't know. It could be worse. It could be New Kids on the Block.
Everybody has their thing.
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know either, but that's what we keep hearing is Hanson. Like,
no,
goddamn, bro.
You just gave me an idea. I want to know, what is everyone's guilty pleasure? That's going to be the assignment for the week. Tell us your guilty pleasure music.
Ooh, is that what we're kicking off next Saturday with then?
We can do that.
Hey,
I'll
Chad,
already give you guys the heads up. And I'm sure Chad
man.
already knows, like, my favorite in the whole world is Barry Manilow and fucking George Michael and Roy Orbison. If anyone talks over them, I get violent.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with Roy Orbison. Okay.
Hell no.
No. There's nothing wrong with any of those saloon singers. They're geniuses.
But the goddamn Golden Girls. Just saying.
But can we say for Skeeter, woo, that's our boy.
Yep, that's our boy.
Yeah, buddy. So welcome back, everybody, to Deadwire Live. Kevin, Chad, Jeff with you this time around. And it's been a little bit of a short news week, but we do have some headlines and some fun things in store for you. Kevin, did you want to kick us off, or do you want me to tease everybody with a little something? Because we didn't talk headlines, and we didn't update our thumbnail.
Go ahead and do the tease. Blow on it a little.
Dude, you're the glory hole expert. When it comes to blowing and sucking, dude, you're the pro around here, not me.
As he rubs his mouth.
But that being said, I am going to highlight a little bit of Voltron news to get us going here. Wait, God damn it. Pros at work here. I'm trying to load the damn Twitter thing. It finished production finally as of about the 24th. So that was earlier today. They probably technically finished yesterday, and they closed down production offices this morning. So now we're going to get ready for Henry Cavill to get into basically, I don't think he's ready for Warhammer 40K, but he's going to be gearing up for Highlander because they keep putting that on delay. That was supposed to start shooting in January.
Oh,
this kind of took priority. This is an Amazon MGM production. And, you know, we know a little bit about the cast with Voltron. I'm a diehard Voltron nut going back to 1984. This was my favorite show as a kid. I like him being in it. I don't know about the rest of it. I have an open mind, but I do have very much concerns about the director, and we're doing yet another reboot remake on Voltron. The original Go Lion was fantastic from Japan. The original version of American doing Voltron in the States was pretty damn good. That's what won me over. After that, Legendary Defender on Netflix was pretty good. Ran a little long, though.
Yeah, the later seasons were not good at all.
Yeah, the ending did not work for me.
The ending was shit.
Yeah, I've seen anime do that kind of ending like 100 times better. Like, yeah, guys, you screwed up the last like 3 seasons.
Yeah.
So.
Now, I did see something about this like a day or two ago, and like they're had like a cast list of who they think everybody was playing, and they had Henry Cavill listed as King Alfor,
Oh,
which if
fuck
that's
off.
what they're doing, what the fuck?
He
I
should
mean,
be
if you're
fucking
they need to do him as fucking Lotor, that's all I'm
or
saying.
Lord Tor. That would be all right too.
Yeah.
Did they take the acronym for Lord of the Rings and make it a name?
Maybe.
Probably.
Neat.
Well, they did cancel Wheel of Time yesterday.
Yep.
So after 3 seasons, they finally killed that one.
That sounds familiar. What's that one?
I don't know. I never read the books, but my cousins have. And I got the message from them before I even saw the news on Twitter. They're like, they canceled the fucking show. It's awesome. It's about time.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Well, fans of the books have been like berating the show since the second it started.
Oh.
Like they've made way too many changes. I can't speak to it myself, just from what people I know who've actually read the books, including my cousins, have said. Yeah, this is an absolute train wreck. This is worse than Rings of Power, where they just made up this shit on their own.
Or they changed Gandalf's origin.
Yep. Just saying. But circling back to Voltron, we have to wait and see. They're going to be doing post-production on this for at least a year. If it's done in the next month or two, the CGI on this is going to be absolute trash. That's going to kill it for me. So I'll see. Kevin,
It's hard to stay with Amazon.
I
It really
got
is.
this is on my hat.
I have such low expectations. I'm expecting a steaming pile of goat shit.
How low can you go?
Very.
Hey, they're also
This is
doing He-Man,
Amazon we're
everybody, so
talking about.
buckle up.
So why don't you guys just do yourselves a favor and do what I did when the Incredible Hulk came out? Go
I'm
out
not
and
putting my dick in a light socket.
wait a second. I have a picture of that. Fuck. I meant to show that.
Never happened.
Dude, I do not want to see that again. You with the frizzed out pubes? No.
Yeah, Kevin, that was disgusting, bro.
It
I could
was.
smell it through the phone.
No, I found a picture of a guy that whizzed on an electric fence and like totally burnt up his weenie.
Ow.
And I was like, and I could post this on Facebook because no one knows it's a penis. In fact, you could say this used to be a penis.
Yeah.
Oh god, no. See, it's barbecue season. That's the only time I want to see a charcoal wiener.
Schnitzel.
Schnitzel.
That's where Wiener Schnitzel got its name from.
Oh,
all right,
shit.
Kevin. How about you keep us on rolling here, brother?
All right. So we'll start us off with some of the weekly headlines that happened this week in entertainment news. Unfortunately, we did have a really big passing this week. A big
Bill
star.
Cobbs was last year.
Yeah, I know. Don't make me say it. All right. That's going to get us canceled. You son of a bitch. It matters. It mattered. I didn't announce it last year, so it mattered that I announced it now.
Yes, you did, actually.
Fuck off. You son of a bitch.
Dude, I went back and looked. You did it a year ago on Dead Wire Live.
I smoke marijuana, okay? Fuck off.
You didn't learn it from watching us, though, buddy.
No. I learned it on my own, and I liked it.
DLC life lessons. Smoke weed, forget everything.
My ales, I don't even remember what they were anymore. Shit. Norm passed away.
This one actually
week.
did die this week, so yeah.
Yes, it was Tuesday, motherfucker. Jesus.
Relax, bro. Jeez.
Damn. This one hurts. I know everyone
Yeah.
knows him as Norm from Cheers. It's like his biggest role. We know him a lot. I watched him a lot in House, but
Yes.
he's got such a fingerprint in both comedy and horror films that everybody in both genres, I think, really felt this. Everyone our age, anyway, like Gen Xers and Boomers, would really
Yeah.
just know George Wendt by name, by face, and it's a background actor that you know by name. That's rare, and that's awesome. That's somebody of his caliber. That's actors of that caliber, sitcom actors and stuff. You want to know their name.
I want to go where everybody knows your name.
Yeah, like they don't want to be just the guy from. He's not just the guy from Cheers.
No,
just
he
the
never
guy
was.
from House.
Those are
He's
the
got
lyrics, bro.
so much to it. Yeah, I know. But he's got so much to him that the actor that plays Norm is George Wendt. It's just he made himself a big enough star that he's not just that guy.
That was a hell of a damn show when it was on too. Cheers. I even got my mom mad at me when I watched the finale when it was like late at freaking night on the West Coast.
Did Sam and Carla get married? Is that what happened?
Nope.
No.
Or was it? I don't know.
Was not Sam and Diane.
Diane, thank you. Oh, no, it wasn't?
No. He didn't marry anybody. He just stuck with the bar.
Yep. That was the big conclusion.
Fair
it was like,
enough.
what, an hour-long finale, too?
Yeah, just for that. Just for keeping it the status quo, even though you're never going to see them again.
I was supposed to go to bed by like 8 o'clock that night. I stayed up till 10 to watch that. Mom was mad. I remember that.
I bought it. I own it. And I still haven't watched the season finale or the series finale to Night Court. So one day I'll watch it, maybe.
Well, some finales are just heartbreaking. Like they just can't live up to the show standard anyway. So
yeah.
And we learned that with Stargate. It ends with a random episode of what? That's really the final freaking episode?
Yep.
It is.
Smallville kind of has you like, you made that up at the last minute.
That's exactly how it seemed. I mean, the bad CGI cape.
Oof. I heard about that.
Or just how they cheaped out on doing Darkseid.
Yeah. Considering they had just had Doomsday on the season before, you're kind of like, well, this is lackluster.
Well, Doomsday also looked like shit.
There was that. But Sam Witwer was cool playing him.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, that was Sam Witwer? Okay.
Yeah.
One thing I do have to say about just the impact that George Wendt and the character of Norm had is the character of Morn in Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Yes.
You know, Anagram, even though he never said anything, but he was the barfly always there bothering Quark.
His brother?
No, that was Rom.
Oh. I have to go back and watch.
Noob!
Shut the fuck up.
I have to beam you out into deep space, buddy.
Snotty beat me twice last night.
It was wonderful.
Fucking mosquito. Oh, well,
good. Beaming. Why are you always beaming? Why didn't somebody else tell me my ass was so big?
Yeah, why didn't tell their ass was so big?
Love that fucking movie. It is so good.
I am 5'7", thank you. That's how big your ass is.
Okie doke.
Right.
Moving on.
All right, then. So,
rest in peace, George. Love you, brother.
Yes. And that is the last of the sadness that we have for tonight. But it is a lot of respect given.
Damn. It is a slow news week.
There was another one for like, I don't even know what the anime was that Skeeter sent me.
Oh, it was the French voice actor for Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
'Cause the guy
Yeah.
did the voice of Vegeta in the French dub, so I have
Yep.
no idea who the hell it was either.
I don't. Yeah, I was like, okay, that's not really English or Japanese. I'm kind of not in the loop on that one.
I didn't even know how to say the name. I was looking at like, can I say that on my show? Can we say Vegeta? All right.
Say vagina. He's
It's a
never gonna see
scientific
one
term.
ever again at the glory hole.
God damn. You know, speaking of glory hole, there is not much difference between our next picture and having sex with a pregnant woman. Dig this.
What?
Huh?
Look at the popcorn bucket for Jurassic Park, whatever the fuck at this point, or
Are
Jurassic
you
World.
taking a picture of your penis in a popcorn bucket again?
Nah, there's a little embryo in there. You got to make room and get what you want while there's an embryo in there at the same time. It's just so like sex with a pregnant person. I love this.
I'll take your word for that one.
Yeah, so will I.
I don't know how you're supposed to fuck it, but the rest of it's all pretty much the same. And if if you boop it, there's a prize.
Oh. Or you get your tip bit off.
Oh, ouch.
Kevin's a biter, everybody. Watch out. Buyer beware.
So yes, that is all kidding aside, that does look pretty cool. I like that concept.
To be fair, if this was just a standalone like toy piece, this would be pretty rad. The fact it's a popcorn button is like, or popcorn bucket, it's all right.
Yeah, like you didn't have to tell me it was a popcorn bucket. I would have paid the $15 for this or 20, whatever it's going to be. I'm sure
35.
35. All right, that's fair because like they're usually what 45 for the high end ones at this point.
Something like
little
that.
bit.
Or the 60.
And then the Mission Impossible one's like 40, if I remember correctly from what I heard. The one with the key that we just had on a couple weeks ago, that's supposed to be about 40.
One.
It might be a little less at some places, but the average price is about 40.
I did not see that today. I saw one for Lilo and Stitch that looked like the McDonald's Happy Meals for the Halloween buckets.
Yeah,
it looked more like a Halloween bucket than the Lilo and Stitch ones because there's one that like has a mechanic Stitch in it. I think. I don't know. They've had a couple of them, but my theater didn't have any of the really nice ones. But they didn't for Deadpool either. Or Ghostbusters.
God damn.
Fuck, my theater sucks.
Yeah, most of the theaters suck around here too.
I don't remember if the theater we went to when we went and saw the Ghostbusters movies.
They didn't have them.
No, they didn't. Okay,
they didn't.
yeah, I didn't even look.
They didn't have any of the merch.
Well,
I looked for you.
Thank you.
They had the Slimers ones at our theater. They didn't have the Ecto one, or I would have bought one of those.
Oh,
Yeah.
so would I.
Those were cool.
Or the Ghost Trap. Or
yeah, those are cool too.
Yeah, all I saw were the Slimer ones at our like Harkins is what was carrying those, and I'm like, God damn it! If you had one of the other ones, I would have gotten it for Kevin.
And the Slimer ones did not look as good as they were advertised as. They were
they
smaller.
Did not.
They were a different mold altogether.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, like it was not worth the money that they were asking for.
Nope.
Such a ripoff. Such a ripoff. Which, by the way, Jason Reitman has been confirmed to show up and do the commencement speech for Ghostbusters Day at the Firehouse this year.
I saw that.
Yeah.
They're also going to be, I think they're going to be talking a little bit about some upcoming Hasbro merch and also probably, because I saw something about the Netflix animated series that they're working on. So maybe there'll be some news on what exactly that's going to be.
I'm hoping that they're going to be releasing images from it, if not an actual clip, because what they had said is that the writers confirmed that there are stories in the series that will range in age from like
rage and age.
You might be right on that one, Kev.
Yeah, the Gen Xers we're pretty soft when it comes to Ghostbusters. Yeah, it'll range in age as far as like appropriateness for story and maturity and whatnot. So I'm very interested in that because the real Ghostbusters was that way. Now, granted, towards like season 4, it was all kiddie, but what are you going to do?
Yeah, that's when it went a little.
The best episodes that they did were the syndicated episodes where they did not have standards and practices breathing down their necks, and they could have the Ghostbusters fight goddamn Cthulhu.
Yeah, that was cool.
That is one of my favorite episodes of all time. That's in my top 5.
Same. And I haven't watched that show since I was a kid. Although I wanted that Firehouse Time Life Edition Steelbook set from like 20 years ago, and I never bought it. I
oh god, that
was like $300 fucking dollars.
Oh yeah, it was. And then for some episodes that you could not pay me to watch.
Yep.
Because they were just so bad. I mean, after JMS left, it was not the same show.
Yeah.
Went downhill. Then they brought him back for a couple episodes, try to get him, clean up the mess they made, and yeah, didn't work.
At least he knew that.
Yep.
Oh yeah. He probably had him pay him a nice little paycheck for those.
I don't care what anybody says. Joe's a brilliant writer. I love him.
Oh, he is.
Dude, Babylon 5. Come on.
God damn, that's such a good show.
Rising Stars. I'm still waiting for that TV series to happen. Been waiting for 20
I bet he'd like
years.
that, but he's probably very particular about that one.
So good, though. If you guys at home, if you haven't read Rising Stars, it is so good.
I even read a couple issues of that when it first came out. I was like, okay. That was about when I was a little bit into comic books.
A little bit. I went fucking cuckoo for that series. I bought everything that was published for it, like the half, the zero, the variants that Wizard put out, like all sorts of stupid shit for it. And I had Joe sign a bunch of it.
Cool.
Nerd. Yeah.
We all are, though.
Speaking of nerd, let's get into the nerd shit.
Yeah, baby, let's do it.
So the big nerd news of the week is the Avengers movies, Doomsday and Secret Wars, both got pushed back. So we're now looking for this to happen December of next year, 2026 and 2027. Yeah, and May 2027.
Big shock. They started shooting. They don't have a finished script. There was no way they were going to be ready by next year. December 18th is also when Dune Part 3, Dune Messiah, is supposed to come out, which is probably going to get moved as well.
Well, I kind of hope not, because they're going to call the event Doomsday. But no,
you're going to have like 2-3 hour movies. Nobody's going to do a double feature for that shit like Barbie and Oppenheimer.
No, not like when they did Barbenheimer.
Oh, I don't know. I figure your people with no lives will. Like,
well,
I can't.
So much.
I have a baby bladder. I got to go feed my kids and dog. I have a job.
I got to get my hair done. Like, really, it takes a lot to maintain these flowing locks here.
Dude.
I'll wash my hair that night, I guess.
I can't sit in theater seats for 6 hours. My back's not gonna let me.
Oh, hell
what
no.
I could do 20 years ago for Return of the King cannot be replicated ever again. I did it for John Wick Part 3, and that was, Part 4. That was pushing it.
Cool. I saw Lilo and Stitch today, the live action version.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
My ass hurt after like 80 minutes of whatever that was. Like, I stood up.
Cuteness.
And well, Tia Carrere's in it, so there was an extraordinary level of cuteness in this movie. It just wasn't Stitch.
She's still hot.
Seriously.
Yep,
yeah. She'll always be my Cassandra. Anyway, so not surprising news with Avengers Doomsday. They don't know what it's. I think they have a general idea of what's happening, but I think they're kind of writing it on the fly. And I don't know if they intended to do that because Robert was there, like have him figure it out with the Russos. I don't know.
What was the total pivot from their original? We were supposed to get Kang's Dynasty this month.
Oh, God.
Just saying.
Well, that having been said, Spider-Man Brand New Day is now going to be the lead-in to Doomsday. It's not going to be the bridge between Doomsday and Secret Wars.
Hey, let's not forget Wonder Man and Ironheart are still coming up next, and Fantastic Four, everybody. Just saying.
I still hate this title.
Wonder Man and Ironheart will not have shit to do with fuck.
But they're going to have shit to do with fuck.
No, I don't think so. Like, I don't.
Yes, they are supposed to tie in.
Because of course they are.
It's not good, brother. Like they're still trying to make shit work, and it ain't gonna fly.
No,
I'm so sick.
I
of this
thought they were
shit.
putting this out just to put it out because they needed to.
They do, but they're still gonna make it work somehow.
And this title though, this is just
They need to get off this day thing with Spider-Man.
Well, no, it's Brand New Day. So you had One More Day and Brand New Day 20 years ago when they retconned out Peter and Mary Jane's marriage, and to a lot of Spider-Man fans, like longtime ones like Kevin me, this is just like getting
they wiped out Spider-Man's original continuity.
Yeah,
but
it's like
what
getting
about
stabbed
One
in the
More
heart all
Day,
over
everybody?
again.
One More Day was terrible.
Oh, it was
I'm kidding. I'm just trying
was
to rile everybody up.
fucking just.
It was so bad. JMS didn't want his name on it.
Oh,
yeah,
he
tried
was
to get it removed.
so mad that they made him write that.
Yeah, he hated it because he was doing a really good job with Spider-Man. I loved it.
Yeah, and he got them reconciled in the first place because they'd been estranged for a little bit at that point. And he did it in this beautifully organic way.
Everybody loves the teacher, and Peter was teaching at
his old high school.
Yeah, I want to say Columbia, but that's not it.
No, I forget the name of the school, but it was
Midtown.
And then, May finds out he was Spider-Man, and that led to some great interpersonal stories between May and Peter.
May and Cap.
Oh, God. Oh, that was brilliant.
Yeah, the May and Captain America scenes were fantastic.
Yeah, because he had two people of the same generation, even though Cap didn't look it, and there was somebody he could relate to.
Yep, and they were TV buddies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was great. JMS wrote some of the best Spider-Man stories, and Marvel pissed it away.
Didn't Kevin Smith write a little Spider-Man, or was that Daredevil?
He wrote Daredevil.
Yeah.
And he also was the one who brought Green Arrow back from the dead.
Okay, gotcha.
And it was fun.
Yes.
I liked it. And I'm not a Green Arrow fan.
No, me either, but I picked up that run.
Yeah, I really liked it. But speaking of Brand New Day, so Brand New Day is no longer going to be a multiverse picture from what we're hearing.
What?
You're not going to have Toby come back. We're not going to have Andrew come back, I don't think.
Not yet.
No, not until Secret Wars, I wouldn't think.
I think that's what that's being saved for, and Disney and Sony are still hammering out the deal for that.
Yeah. So...
Am I the only one who wants to see Spidey actually take on street level threats?
Nope.
I mean,
that's what they're saying this movie is going to be. Marvel is wanting to take it back to a street level Spider-Man story. Sony wants it to be multiverse.
Should have been in the first place.
Yeah.
Sony can do whatever the hell they want. They own the damn rights.
Well, that's what Tony always told him he should be, the street level guy. Look out for the people on the ground. That's what you do. And he wasn't wrong. They just didn't let the movies go in that direction after he said that.
Well, I like Scorpion and Tombstone. Boomerang's kind of...
No, see, and I should have got a picture of it. Let me see if I could find it. I want to see him fight not the Sinister Six.
Oh, God, they tried to set that up in the Garfield movies, though.
Yep.
They did.
The first one was good. The second one was like, I don't know about this one.
It had its ups and downs.
I didn't watch any of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man
Man, when they
movies.
did Rhino in part 2, I was like, oh my freaking God, shoot me already. They had the right actor, but it was terribly written.
Here it is.
The mech suit didn't work either.
Exactly.
Oh, and it's going to show me just a teeny tiny picture. Thank
Then
you.
Kraven the Hunter tried to do Rhino, and they did it a little bit better, but only Skeeter could advise to that because I haven't watched the movie. I refuse to.
I have no desire to see it myself, but
Me either.
It's free on Netflix, Kevin. It's
it's
Morbin time, baby. Or I'm sorry, it's Kraven time.
Yeah, unfortunately, for stuff like that, free is still asking me to pay too much.
Ha.
You got to refund the money on free. Just saying.
So this is who this is a story I'd like to see adapted.
Ooh.
This was my first comic book that I picked up and started to collect as a series. It's not my first comic book, but this was the first series that I collected, like sat down and committed to, understood what a number 1 was, that there was going to be a number 2 in 30 days.
Okay.
And it's the Bee Stringers. So it's Beetle, it's Hydro Man, it's Boomerang, Speed Demon, and Rhino. And they all do a fairly good job kicking his ass. Like, I really enjoyed this story. And and Shocker too, excuse me. The good version of Shocker, which they kind of fucked him up in the movies.
Yeah.
Anyway, that'd be much cooler to me. But these are better known names like Scorpion and Tombstone. They've gotten them more popular through the video game right now. And maybe that's the waters that they're testing. So I don't know.
I don't know either.
Nope, me either. I don't know shit, man.
I don't know shit about shit.
All right. So, but anyways, that's what's happening with Marvel right now. A delay is not something to laugh at this. I mean, we can laugh at it. It is funny. They should have known better than to make basically they shouldn't have said we're going to put it out in this amount of time. They shouldn't have done that with Fantastic Four. They did it anyway, and they got it done, fortunately, but we haven't seen how good Fantastic Four is going to be yet. Like, we're still hearing that they're reshooting. Rumor. But it could be true. It could be true. But they were doing reshoots for Captain America up to what, 3-4 weeks prior to release?
Something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's not unheard of with Marvel, like, that they're changing shit, like, up until the last second. The actors don't know what story they're going to be seeing when they go to the.
They really should stop freaking doing that, though.
Yeah, because it's going to make the actors look stupid when they start talking about what to expect. Like, well, you could
like,
expect
oh yeah,
this.
but the thing I'm supposed to shoot in a week actually kind of contradicts what we just put out for the last 3 years.
Right.
Especially new haircuts, new uniforms. Nothing makes sense. Wow, nice consistency, Marvel.
Did they do that with Thunderbolts? Is that how it ended?
Yes, they did with the end credit scene. That was actually one of the first couple of days of shoots on Avengers Doomsday, was doing the post-credit scene for Thunderbolts at the very, very, very end scene.
Oh, Jesus.
Everybody had a different haircut, different uniform. They all looked a little bit different than they did during the movie. And it's supposed to take place within a day of the actual events of the movie ending.
No quality control. What happened to the MCU? It used to be so good, so pure.
It's more like the MCFU these days.
Yeah, I think they don't know how to fail. So they just expect everything is going to be great. When it's not great, they don't know how to course correct.
Bingo.
I guess, like, and they're not giving any faith to the writers whatsoever. Like, are any of the comic book writers being consulted at this point for the stories?
Nope.
Probably not.
Dude, even Rob's like, they ain't talking to none of these motherfuckers who did any of the writing on these comic books. And I know he's an asshole and people don't like him, but I actually kind of believe him on that, because they're treating everybody like that anyway.
Yes. Yeah, he's not the only one. He is he's the only one I'm seeing saying something about it necessarily, but no, he's not. He's just the only one that's being as vocal. He's the only one willing to say, fucking call me an asshole. You're the one acting like an asshole.
Yeah.
I
think it's appropriate.
You can't begrudge him that. I'm sorry, you can't.
No.
He still
Say
can't
what you
draw
will
feet.
about him, but like, bro has honest points about what's going on with Disney and Marvel. So,
yeah, you know, he's got an inside view. He's got an inside opinion. I have my opinions of Rob. Some good, some bad, some
everybody
respectful.
does, from what I know.
He can't draw feet.
But you know,
I've heard that from other streams too, Chad. That's funny.
But he can draw pockets.
Yeah, he can draw pouches like nobody's business.
Pouches, zippers are good, and left chesticles.
Yes, left chesticles.
Real big left chesticles.
God, Kev, do you remember when they did Heroes Reborn?
Yes.
Back in the 90s, and that anatomically impossible drawing he did of Captain America?
Yes.
I think I got shown that like recently.
Yeah,
like,
with
what?
like, you know, bigger man boobs than fucking anybody you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, I remember buying that when I was up here. We came up here. Onslaught had just finished, and I was reading the Onslaught back issues on the ride up here, and No More Mutants had happened, of course, and then this started. And, like, I was so excited, and I picked it up when I was at the comic shop here, and then I was very confused by the stories. They weren't bad, but yeah, the pictures of Cap were baffling.
And then Liefeld couldn't get his artwork in on time. He got kicked off the book. They gave it to Jim Lee.
Is that what happened?
That's what happened.
Oh,
damn.
Bummer.
Liefeld is not good when it comes to deadlines.
What's a deadline?
It's a
you wanted it on Tuesday? It's a month from Tuesday. There you go.
Pretty much.
Next time, specify which Tuesday, asshat.
Yeah, when you just say, I need it by Tuesday, you better tell me exactly which Tuesday you want to buy. Or we're on live fuel time, baby.
Yeah. Worse than drag time.
Well, it depends on who.
Kevin's trying to restrain himself. It's kind of funny.
Chad and I have a friend named Heather, and we'll just leave it at that. And she would take forever when we would go anywhere. And she's not in drag, but she would be someone I could see her comfortably fitting in that culture and taking the time and care with the makeup and dress and self-respect. That is Heather time. I imagine Heather time is very close to drag time.
Heather time is plus 3 hours. Hey.
And it's fucking killing me inside right now. I'm laughing my ass off.
Oh, God. We know some drag queens who cannot do their own makeup to save their lives. It's actually rather amusing.
Or there's
Stop.
a few of them just
Heather
basic
time.
bitch makeup.
Pretty much.
Yeah, there's a number of them where it is just basic bitch makeup. There's nothing to it. Trust me. I'm getting a lot of photographs right now.
I love it. All right, let's see what's happening on the other end of the pond. And by the pond, I meant comic pond. The Schuster estate, is it the Schuster estate this time? I think it is.
I think it is.
They are putting up another petition to block James Gunn's Superman from being released.
International territories this time around.
Yes, but from a different angle. They tried that again earlier this year. I think this is the third time they've tried it this year already.
I think so.
it's the third time with the movie. It's the second time this year, at least. But golly, they're just let it go, son.
Well,
Let
they
it
got
go.
shot down the last time, actually.
Well, I guess what they were trying was just. I don't know that their clear cut case is as clear cut as they are saying that it is, because it's getting swatted out left and right. At least so it seems.
Yeah.
So, but as you said, this is international and it's really not going to affect us that much. So it's just something to watch and gossip about for us.
It's a shakedown for money.
Money. Oh, speaking of which, back at Warner Brothers, or still with Warner Brothers, Joe Dante posted this wonderful picture that it's not news. It's not news. But Billy Peltzer did happen to drop by Joe's office this week randomly.
Yeah, randomly.
And they took a picture together next to Gremlins 2.
I love that movie.
Yep.
The new batch. It is a fun movie.
I like the both of them, honestly.
I do. Gremlins 2 is not a step down from Gremlins 1. I will defend that. I will die on that hill.
It's a different tone. It's a different movie. So it has to be judged accordingly.
It's almost like it's self-parodying. It was brilliant.
Yes, absolutely. And it took everything from like Warner Brothers' old horror films and then kind of integrated it into that little creature feature of a comedy.
And you had Christopher Lee.
Yeah.
You had Hulk Hogan, brother.
Christopher Lee, Hulk Hogan.
John Glover.
Mario Van
Glover
Peebles?
was
No,
great in that.
Mario was not in it. John Glover in it. The twins from Terminator.
Yep.
So many. But yeah, they were, this is again, not news, but they were hanging out together this week. We want that movie.
We understand. Because we're also going to get a Goonies sequel out of this too, if it keeps up.
God, I hope not.
I won't watch it. I don't give a shit.
Well, there is the Goonies sequel happening. I just don't care about that. Gremlins 3, on the other hand, I am very emotionally invested in.
As long as it's an actual sequel and not a reboot, you might get me as long as it's fun and good.
If Zach is involved, it's going to be a legacy sequel. Gizmo is basically immortal. We've learned that through the cartoon, or at least he's hundreds of years old. So, I mean, he's a background character, like not background character, but like Tony Todd's character in Final Destination. He's there each time. Like he is the Mogwai.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think a reboot is necessary for Gremlins. I think that would be terrible. I think it would be just as bad as RoboCop and Ghostbusters.
Ugh.
Now, you think they'll get oh God, Howie Mandel back to do Gizmo's voice?
Oh.
Yeah. I hope so. I hope they get everybody back. Get Howie Mandel, Michael Winslow, Kirk Thatcher, everybody.
Who wants to make a deal?
Don't touch my hands.
I'm bald.
Fuck you.
You're welcome.
Penis.
Whatever.
Fuck you. Okay, so they released news this week that we have actors that are being considered and signed in and locked in, and they're circled for. Anyway, they're really getting close to making this new Street Fighter movie. And Jason Momoa is going to be playing a character in the movie now.
Who's he going to be playing?
They're not saying.
I mean,
My money's on it. My money's on Akuma.
Or Zangief.
Maybe. Somebody also suggested Blanca. That's not a
I
bad.
could see that.
Yeah.
Well, Roman Reigns is getting cast to actually play Akuma, by the way. You don't
Oh,
know.
okay. That's who it was. That's who I was
Yep.
thinking was Akuma. So yes, then I would guess that Momoa would play Blanca. That would be fucking rad.
That
Yeah, it
makes
would.
sense. We'll see.
It's okay. So here's the problem with that. Actors like to act. Momoa likes to have fun. And that's what makes me think he'd be like, yeah, dude, let's do this Blanca shit. I'll fucking animal this shit up big time. I'll bite somebody's head. I'll electrocute a fucker.
Who do you want to be? God, what's the girl's name? The blonde hair.
Chun-Li. No, not Chun-Li.
Cammy?
Cammy. Sydney Sweeney is what I would choose for her.
Probably. Yeah.
You do that, you already just made $100 million on this movie.
You would consider the movie having huge tracts of land. So anyway. Monty Python
I'm
joke.
game. I'll watch it. Like, I like the Mortal Kombat movies and TV shows and everything. So I don't care if it's bad. I don't care if it's good. I'll watch this damn movie.
I like the first Street Fighter movie.
Of course.
Of course.
Oh
God, I can't take it.
I like it with riff tracks, dude. It's got Stampy the Elephant.
There you go.
The final movie that was Raul Julia.
But you know what? Deserved an Oscar.
Yeah. He did that for his kids.
And that was cold, that speech. That was cold as fuck.
Yo.
But to me, it was Tuesday.
Right? Your shit don't matter to me.
I love Raul Julia.
He was
Sad to see him go.
brilliant. He was.
We would have had another Addams Family movie, everybody. Just saying.
He was sick when they made that.
Yep.
Street Fighter?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really
He was really sick when they were making that movie.
He barely made it through that movie.
That sucks.
He tried to be as physical as he could for it, but like it was testing him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, considering they had to put him on wires and yeah, he was not comfortable. They had him in a big bodysuit that was to make
Fucking
him look like he
huge.
it made him look like he had the big shoulders that Bison had, and it was really unnecessary. Of course, they should not have cast him as Bison, but thank God that they did. Just in the same respect that Frank Langella played Skeletor. Thank God he did. Otherwise, it would have been a crap shit.
Yep.
A crap shit?
Crap shit. Crap shit.
Crap
like,
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works for me.
Could have been worse. He could have said, "Shoot the crap."
You know, my brother Duke did that once when we were kids.
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know either, and I'm sure you've told me the story before.
Probably.
He's probably watching going, "In-bomb, I will cut you. I will cut you so deep. Deeper than deep. You're going to get shit in there. Cut." Anyway, all right. So,
Files.
howdy. RoboCop Rogue City has released a DLC where you can auto schematic to aim at the perpetrator's dick.
Yeah, baby, about freaking time. I want to shoot off D's.
Fucking totally for that. So for that, because you've been able to shoot them in the wiener, and there is an animation for it, but it doesn't auto lock on it.
Correct.
Now I'm going to go home and play this tonight when we're done here. So I know I've been playing Harry Potter, but can't be going to go shoot somebody in the dick.
Just don't get cocky about it.
Right.
Ooh, Chad, bravo.
It's a scary game, so it could be boo cocky.
You won't shoot your eye out, but you might shoot something else off.
There he is. He is watching. Hi, brother. So anyway, yes, this is going to be totally awesome. I'm so for this. I told Jeff last night that they finally released the date for the new Rogue City expansion game. It's going to be on July 17th, and it is currently on sale for $27.99 if you have PS Now. Otherwise, it's $29.99. which
It's
is
still kind
not
of
bad.
pricey for an expansion, though. But
Yes, but that's better than Spider-Man's Miles Morales was, I think.
yeah, true.
And I don't know, that game wasn't bad. It wasn't as short as everyone made it out to be. It was still pretty enjoyable.
I couldn't finish that game. It bothered me too much.
Fair. That's fair. They get preachy, and we've had enough of that this week in other respects.
Dude, we're watching Resident Alien Season 2. That we're going to talk about next Friday.
I didn't even have to mention
brother,
it.
I just wanted to shoot myself after 6 episodes.
There's one particular episode that I texted Jeff on. I'm like, this is really good, but fuck, man, episodes 3 really preachy, like preachy as fuck. Really?
It's bad. I'm like, wow. I legit wanted to turn the show off after that episode and be like, I'm out.
Yeah.
They're going to play this shit all season. I'm not going to like it. But granted, the second half of Resident Alien, they get away from that, except for a minute here, a comment there, a minute here, a comment there.
Yeah. And that's
like
all
they got
fine.
their shit under control somehow.
Yeah, but it was a fire hose of man hating for like 40 glorious minutes. Cut it off! Cut it off!
And it comes up every now and then too. And it's like,
but see, that's okay. That's okay to say, you know what, this happens. But it's not okay to like have like make it your entire series.
It was like She-Hulk condensed into one episode. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, and some of it was funny. Some of it you're just kind of like, I get it. I get it. Please stop hitting me on the head with the frying pan. It's causing a fracture.
That is so misogynistic to say frying pan, Kevin. Like, get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich, bitch.
Grilled cheese, because it's a frying pan.
It better be grilled properly this time.
Right?
Asshole.
So, speaking of robotic dicks, they are generating my voice. Oh God, what's a good? You know what? I fucking love Orson Welles. It's not. I can't say he's a hero, but because he's a terrible person. But I loved him as an artist. As a person, he was probably just really trash. I don't know, but I've heard lots of rumors.
We've all heard some of them.
The Diaries, Vampira's Diaries. She talks about him.
Did you hear that?
Anne Rice does?
No, Vampira.
Oh, really?
Jeez, Kevin.
Mela Nurmi.
Yeah. Oh my God, what was the book that's based off of her?
Wasn't it called?
There's a book that is based off of her actual journals.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of ours has actually been curating.
Yeah, her estate. Ooh. But her niece wrote a book based off of that I can talk, based off of her journals. And she straight up shit talks him. But he was just a dick.
Oh yeah.
And something I've been saying for decades and decades, he knew exactly what he was doing when they did the War of the Worlds broadcast in 1938.
Yeah, he did.
Because he was saying, "Oh, we didn't know anybody would take this seriously." Bitch, yes, you did.
They did that on purpose.
If you listen to it, he totally did. Totally.
The book is Glamour Ghoul, The Passions and Pain of the Real Vampira Mila Nurmi.
Okay, so I have that right here.
Let me see. I'll just send it to you.
I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's the amount of shit she talks is insane. And it is no holds bar.
Well, Wells kind of deserved it.
Oh yeah, no, he yes.
The fact that his final role was that of Unicron is kind of fitting. His ego was the size of a planet.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all. At all. Yeah, he conducted himself in a way that was very rude towards everybody else that wasn't him.
Pretty much. He's
She
God's
also-
greatest creation, baby.
She straight up described how he would manipulate women.
Yeah.
Oof.
It was woof.
And also, he is who Maurice LaMarche based the voice of the Brain off of.
Yes. So if you want like a voice role model, Mr. Lamar should be much more appropriate.
Oh,
much
yes.
more appropriate.
Much more appropriate. He is. People I know who've met him say he's just a joy. You get him and Rob Paulson together, it's worth the price of admission. You get Pinky and the Brain together, it's just great. But no, Orson Welles was just supposed to be a real shit person.
Yeah.
Talented as all hell, but he bought his own hype.
Yeah, pretty much.
He reminds me of stories I'd heard about John Lee Hooker. That John Lee Hooker was this amazing blues musician.
Oh, he was great.
But people that knew him knew that he was a dirty old man that would soil himself in his car because he was too lazy to get up and get out.
Yeah, Elvis.
We've heard that.
I've heard plenty of stories. A friend of mine used to live near him.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I was told that. I don't
We've heard corroborating stories.
Because his mother was from Gilroy, I believe. Or
I think
lived in
so.
Gilroy.
And I know he was living in, when we were high school age, in Los Gatos.
Yes. Yeah. That's right. That's right. See,
Bay
we
Area
know
boy.
stuff. Wah!
And he was a Bay Area boy.
We don't make it up, we piece it together.
Uh-huh.
You tell him, Kevin.
Yeah.
So, Orson Welles.
Orson Welles, they made an AI likeness of his voice. His estate released it. They released his voice likeness, and they are going to start having programs narrated by Orson Welles. And I can't help but to think that motherfucker must be rolling over in his grave right now.
Him and James Earl Jones voice for
James
Fortnite.
Earl Jones made that decision.
Yeah, he made that decision himself before he died.
Yeah,
You know, so Darth
his
Vader could
family.
live on.
That's
So
why
Darth
the
Vader
Screen
could
Actors
live
Guild
on.
has such a problem with what's going on because they didn't involve them in negotiating that. That's his fucking voice. He could do what he wants.
Yeah. Yeah. Whereas in this, they're just kind of like, well, fuck, we'll sell Grandpa's voice or, Uncle's voice, whatever.
Sure. We'll do that for Christopher Reeve at some point, possibly too. That's the one that might tug on people like, maybe this ain't a great idea.
That's ghoulish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be. But I don't know.
I
I don't think his son would allow that.
No, probably not. And it's bad enough that they had his likeness at the end of The Flash.
Yeah.
It was, it wasn't great though.
No, it was not great. And no.
Even the Nicolas Cage one was like neat, but lame.
I mean, at least with James Gunn's Superman, the closest they're coming to that is having Reeves' son as a newscaster.
Yes.
And he happens to be a fucking newscaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he looks so much like his dad, it's uncanny.
Right. I noticed that. I'm like, oh, damn. If he was more into acting, that would have been interesting.
Heart melting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know, like the AI thing, it's not necessarily for me. I'm glad there'll always be Darth Vader lines. I'm glad he did that for Star Wars fans. I'm glad he did that so his family will continue to be kept taken care of. Orson Welles, I don't really like it. I don't like it. I can't, and I hope that one kind of fails, unless I can write my own dirty limericks and have it read out like Orson Welles. Then maybe.
That's a new opening for Dead Wire Live coming up.
There you go.
You're a big fine man when you back that ass up.
In that resurrection.
No, you get it. You put it through enough distortion so it sounds like Unicron. You could have Unicron tell everybody off.
In
Works for me.
dubstep. All right. This is a product that is coming out. An Australian punk band, Private Function, has released a special scratch and sniff edition vinyl that smells like Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina.
So it smells like formaldehyde. Gotcha.
Oh my God. Why?
Oh my God. The gift that keeps on giving, everybody.
I don't want to know how they got the
sample
aroma extract.
They probably melted a candle down and figured it out.
Oh God.
Oh God, that gives me the creepies.
And then compared it to the cat's hairball.
Oh.
And the sound it makes too.
We're bad people. I apologize.
Oh, we're terrible people.
Private Function.
Oh, all right. So here is your first behind the scenes look at the return of Kristen Ritter as Jessica Jones on season 2 of Daredevil.
Hey, Kristen Ritter in blue jeans. I'm in.
That's not it.
Dude, no, back to the other picture.
My bad. I zoomed in on it and apparently didn't add it. Yes.
I'll zoom in.
Sorry. I had a much bigger picture.
I got a bigger picture right now.
I like Jessica Jones. For not liking the Defenders as much as I did, I'm glad that we're going to see them again. I just don't know if Frank's returning and having the Defenders there, like how big of a brouhaha is this going to be for just 8 episodes again? Like, is it going to be a team effort this time? Or is it just going to be like they're assembling for the last 30 minutes of the episode?
Probably
the final episode. Because that's the way Marvel shows have been going. Like, you get filler inside of a very short series, and then you finally get built up to what's going to be your big fight scene, and then epilogue, and then Easter egg, and all this takes place in like 35 to 45 minutes. And they cut it way too fucking short. It sucks, and it gets canceled. Let's not do that this time. Like, maybe actually have this be a whole drawn out team thing. Like, you're getting the band back together and then everyone gets back together at the end. I don't know.
Yeah, Karen, Foggy, everybody.
Well, Foggy might still be alive. They're saying he faked his death.
Yep.
I hope. Because I like Foggy.
Apparently he shot some scenes for season 2 already when he was doing season 1, so.
Oh. Well.
Oh, was I not supposed to say that?
I'll never tell. So, and then the sneak peek spoiler is reportedly the Heroes for Hire have also been spotted in New York during the filming scenes.
Luke Cage, fine. Iron Fist, I'm out.
Make them look and act like Iron Fist, and it's a deal. I don't have a problem with the actor himself, but
I got a problem with the actor. Don't worry, I got you covered on that end.
Mustn't hate so overtly.
I will.
Or go ahead. I don't have to. That's why I got you. I'm down.
Hey, Luke Cage, bro, I am down with that man and that character. So I got no problem with that.
Mike Coulter kicks ass, dude.
Dude, seriously, he's great.
Yeah. Finn Jones, I'm sure you're very nice. Iron Fist was not that good. Was not. I don't think it was his fault. I think it was the writer's fault. I think it was Netflix's fault. I think it was the writer's fault. Really, the writer's fault. It just sucked.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. So that was supposed to be my last news story for the night. And then Britt Maddock made a post after I was all done with the pictures, all done eating dinner. And he made this wonderful post. And he's been posting from the Pasadena Comic Con all day. They're having a Trimmers reunion, kind of a little mini convention that's not the big Trimmers convention that's in was it October? But anyway, they're having just a little mini reunion that Levi put together. And Finn Carter's there, Brent's there, Glenn's there. Steve was supposed to be there, but I didn't see any pictures of him. And the entire cast of the TV show was there. And they actually got a picture of like the cast of the TV show. It was really nice. I was like, well, shit, I can't. We cut our teeth on this show. I can't not post a picture of them. Like this is news. This is happy. I really like this. Man. Yeah,
that is awesome.
So, and Levi was there, and I at first I was kind of like, oh man, I'm seeing everybody's pictures. Levi put together this wonderful convention that everyone's enjoying. Josh Pruitt, one of our listeners from Phineas and Ferb, he was there. He got his big poster signed by everybody. Afro Pugsley Adams was there. Everybody was there. Really cool thing. But I was like, well, shit, I guess Levi didn't get to go. Levi got to go. And it was
found
good.
a way.
Yeah. So, and it was good.
Dude, that's rad.
And that
all about the Tremors love.
I do love that series. I do. Not so much anything after 5, but yeah. Or after 4.
Yeah.
4 was like the last solid thing where I'm like, I'm having a good time.
Yep. That's when Brent and Wilson and all of them were still working at it. And then we got our show, and that was the end.
Yeah.
I got part 5 and I got part 6 here. I am not ever going to buy part 7. I just can't do it.
I want the first 4 on Blu-ray at least.
First 4 are on Blu-ray. You got to look for the attack pack.
Yeah. No, but I want to get part 4 with like appropriate special features on there, just not just a nice transfer or a meh transfer.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll see. 2's already got a nice release from Arrow. 3's
2 on parts 1 and 2. Yeah,
that's what I want. I want something like
I got
that
both of them. They look great.
Do they? How are the special features?
Awesome.
See, I need that. Oh shit! Speaking of which, I did not get the picture of it. I fucking forgot. It is confirmed. Ninja Turtles 1 and 2 is getting a 4K release from Arrow this year.
Yeah,
nice.
I thought I saw that earlier today, but I didn't catch it for all the details.
Yeah, that was the only thing I read was that it was confirmed, and my wife got mad because I'm like, "Woo, we're buying the White Album again, baby! Yeah,
that's great." Now I will finally get those off of the DVD 3-pack that I've had for years. So,
fuck yeah. I only want the first 2. They could release the third one on 4K, and I'll congratulate them.
That one was so bad.
It was trash. I know, but I'd still watch it.
I'm not judging.
You and Skeeter have a much better wrought iron gut constitution for bad movies than I do.
For a Mystery Science Theater 3000 guy, I'm honestly surprised by you, Kevin.
I have a tolerance. There's movies that are supposed to be stupid, and there's movies that are not good, but not stupid. I don't know. I saw a good movie today, and I did not enjoy it just because it's not my thing.
Well, you're not the target audience. It's for your kids.
It is. It was for my kids, and all those kids fucking enjoyed it. And as far as those live action remakes go, this was a well-made movie. I don't like the source material, so fuck it.
Well, you may
I
not like
wasn't
this.
gonna like it.
True. I don't know. We'll probably end up seeing Lilo and Stitch at one point ourselves. I was okay on the original movie, but Amy was asking, "Hey, are we gonna watch that?" Sure, eventually when it's free or whatever. So we'll check it out at some point. But guys, for movies that are based off of a source material you may or may not have liked, did you guys like Bambi?
No.
Because we got Bambi: The Reckoning, the horror movie of the Pootiverse, baby. We got a couple trailers for everybody.
Yay.
And then we're going to follow it up with Predator: Killer of Killers, the animated feature that's going to be on Hulu in the next month or two. So let's get going. Evil.
Now, see, I was expecting like an antler through.
Yeah. That just kind of gave me shivers there at the end. A little
snarl. And I think that's the end of that one.
I like that. Like, I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's the creature.
It kind of works for me too.
Yeah, no, it's like right out of a creature feature. I'm down.
Yeah, I like monsters. I can't help it. And it looks close enough to being a Wendigo, like healthy.
Until Dawn, we're calling you out, bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Which that movie's not doing that great at theaters. So
good. It doesn't deserve to.
Yeah, they kind of ruined that one.
Yeah, I've heard it's about as bad as one could possibly get.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was out yet.
Oh yeah, it came out about 3 weeks ago, actually.
Oh fuck.
Wasn't really worth like bringing up because the box office has been like lame on it.
Fair.
Well, I mean, a shit movie is a shit movie.
And they had a dope story.
Yeah, they did. All they had to do was adapt the game, but nope.
Yep. Nope. They just made a Happy Death Day kind of remake with the Until Dawn franchise. That is not how this works.
No. Not in the least.
And I like the original Happy Death Day, so that was all right by me.
I still need to see that. See, I saw a lot of Cabin in the Woods from the trailer. And I like Cabin in the Woods, but when I watch Cabin in the Woods, like
Cabin in the Woods is great because Chris Hemsworth goes splat before he became big.
That was dope.
That was so freaking funny. I'm gonna hop the gorge on my motorcycle. I'm gonna make it. Nope.
And this was right after he rammed a Romulan fucking warship too. So like ramming into shit was the way he got famous.
Mm-hmm. Playing George Kirk.
George Kirk.
Which I still can't get my wife to watch that. She's like, I don't care if he is in it.
Her
loss. Saw that in the theater.
We did.
Yeah.
Wait. We might have seen... No, we saw Godzilla in the theater. That's
Gojira?
Right. Yeah.
The Matthew Broderick one or which one?
No, the 2013 one.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
No. Yeah. Don't waste your money on the Matthew Broderick one. I only saw it when it was on TV.
I owe Serge $20 still for betting that it was going to beat out Titanic at the box office. Time will tell. They'll re-release that motherfucker one day, and you'll see.
Well, that was Roland Emmerich and Dean Devlin doing that one. It's like, you guys should have stuck to not Independence Day, but you should have stuck with Stargate. Oh well, your loss.
Yeah, but I like what they did on TV better.
Yeah, me too.
I hated the Godzilla movie. I hated it.
I saw that like opening, and I was like, really? That's it? There was like 2 good scenes in the whole freaking movie of like a 2-hour movie.
And then they ripped off Jurassic Park.
Yes.
Bingo.
Yep. That's exactly what they did. I was like, that looks like a repackaged T-Rex. Where's Godzilla?
Or with the babies, it was like the Velociraptors running around.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. That was terrible.
I saw that movie once. Came on TV, watched it, and I wish I could have had those 2 hours of my life back.
And that included commercials.
Yep.
I watched it twice. I watched it once in the theater, and I watched it once with Riff Tracks.
How was it with Riff Tracks?
Very funny. Very funny.
Okay. So that's the way to watch the movie. Gotcha.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I bought it on DVD just so I could watch it on Riff Tracks. That's how much I didn't like it. Even for a collection completionist, I didn't own that movie. I fucking hate it.
Fair. Very fair.
And I don't own Twilight, but I've got the Riff Tracks for it, just so in case it's ever on. But I
can't stand those.
Oh, the Riff Tracks of Twilight is amazing. It's so worth it. I don't own it. My wife owns it, but I also own it digitally. Anyway. Piracy.
Still the 7 seas.
It's not piracy towards Riff Tracks because I've actually paid them for it. It's piracy towards fucking...
Yeah, we know what you mean.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Sorry, Edward.
Go Team Jacob. Well, speaking of killing things, and before we kill our stream tonight, there is one more trailer, Predator, Killer of Killers. This is the animated feature that is coming out on Hulu in the next month or so. And we have watched a trailer before. This is the most recent trailer that just came out not too long ago. And despite its animation style, this could be pretty interesting. I thought it'd be fun to share this before we say goodnight to everybody.
My son, tell me why we fight.
Because our enemy still lives.
You all have
like the
traveled
music.
far and miss the warmth of home. But tonight, think of only one thing. Killing the monster.
Get over here.
You're not hearing me. There's something else up in the sky. It's not human.
I pray you bloody your spear tonight.
I recognize
you
that.
You are ready
somewhere.
now.
Fires, light the fires, Big Daddy. Oh, June 6th? That's like 2 weeks.
Is it?
There's only one way to kill it. We must fight together.
Here we go. What happens if we survive?
Nice.
So, I mean, animation style notwithstanding, it does seem pretty interesting, and it's going to be a little anthology kind of style movie where it crosses different time frames and times. So I'm curious to see how it works. I want to see more stealth, though, in action. There's a little bit in the trailer. It should be a lot more, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kevin,
I don't know.
what do you think? Yeah.
I like it, but I mean, I like the Predator franchise. It's really hard for me to be unhappy while watching a Predator movie. Like
there's only one I did not like, and that was The Predator.
And that's the one that I won't watch. You've told me not to see it. I won't see it. Like, I trust your judgment that much. The Robert Rodriguez movie, wasn't
Predators.
Yeah, it wasn't great. I didn't love it, but I liked it well enough.
It was all right.
It was entertaining. It had the Predator that I'm aware of and that we all love from the first 2 movies. And then, the super predators that beat up on them, the bullies or whatever the fuck they were.
Yeah, well, if they had taken the handcuffs off of Robert Rodriguez, that actually could have been pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That's part of the problem with that movie.
Yes.
He got handcuffed too much.
And they overcasted it. Well,
yeah. Well, Topher Grace being in the movie was like, really?
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, didn't need to be.
No, we have to have a Venom in the movie. Oh, no, you're not. Yeah, no.
He was just in Spider-Man. He's very popular right now.
Yeah. He did a 70s show. He did Spider-Man 3. Hey, let's put him in Predators as a serial killer. Oh, sure. I totally believe a dude at about a buck can totally take down like anything nasty. Sure.
But you know what he did not do?
Dance?
No, he might have even done that.
Hmm.
He didn't back up his buddy during the court trial and saying he's a good person. So I can't shit on him too much for that. Or I shouldn't shit on him too much in respect of that.
I ain't gonna lie. I do like Topher Grace. I just think he's been miscast on some roles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm a sucker for the movie Take Me Home Tonight.
That sounds familiar. I don't think I've seen that.
That's like a date night comedy. And
I'm a fucking loser, so I would have not seen that movie.
Yeah. It's not nearly on like the level of like, say, Hot Tub Time Machine, but it was goofy and fun enough. I enjoyed that one. Chad, you saw Predator Killer of Killers here with the trailer with us. What did you think? Are you a Predator fan, or are you just kind of like somewhere?
Oh no, I love those movies. Are you kidding?
Okay.
I have no desire to miss this. This looks fun.
Yeah. Hopefully it is fun though.
I mean, and I like the anthology setup of it.
Yeah.
I mean, because they have been on Earth at various points in, human history. So especially the part in feudal Japan, that's what I'm really interested in seeing is, seeing samurai taking on a predator.
Yeah.
Yeah. A ninja would be very interesting as well.
Yeah, it would. Stealth versus stealth.
Yeah. I'd buy that for $1.
Well, I know that has been a popular fan theory for years. Like, hey, I want to see a predator in Japan.
Who wouldn't? Shit.
I've always wanted that.
Yes.
And the fact that it's the gentleman that made Prey makes me really excited because I loved Prey. And what makes Prey so wonderful is they changed the whole concept of the predator. And I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I enjoyed the first film, I enjoyed Prey. So, like, whatever he's going to do next, sure, bring it. I want to see. I'm down.
This and then Predator Badlands.
He did do that?
Yeah, which is coming out in November, if I remember correctly.
Cool.
That might be early November. It should come out in October, though. But
oh, yeah. Good Halloween movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. But no, I'm a fan of the Predator movies, and I'm way behind on like the comic books. I read a few of the Alien versus Predator comic books from Dark Horse years ago, but hell if I remember a damn thing about them other than being like, no, that's a cool idea.
The main predator had a broken tusk. That's all I remember.
Yep, that's what I remember as well.
And he was cool.
On that note, Chad, thank you for joining us. What you got coming up next, and where can people find you if they want to follow you?
Coming up next, I actually got a mic and a little mixer, so hopefully next week I'll be a little bit more professional sounding, not off of my phone anymore. Hopefully I put it together right. because I am not technically minded.
So you may not be hearing me so much anymore.
We'll figure something out. We'll
Yeah, it's all right.
But yeah, you want to follow along with me? I am on Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky. I am at Mr. Peterman.
Right on. And Kevin, what about you, brother?
I need to stop for a second. Our friend Bees is in the Pee-wee documentary.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's paused the picture. Yeah,
at the right point.
And I've seen another picture from that show with her and Pee-wee. That's totally awesome. Yay, Bees! So anyway, you can find me here along with the boys throughout the week we got Tuesday night. That's our 0 Point Reviews, where we review plenty of different types of movies, usually the ones we love, cult classic films, and we go off in a bunch of different directions, talking about the picture, people that were in the picture, things that remind me of that are about the picture, terrible stories that happen to people that we know about the movie, anything. Like stuff like that. Every other Friday night, we're here on Nostalgia TV, the graveyard shift of forgotten television, where we review TV shows that were canceled long before their time. Every Saturday night, we're here on Deadwire Live. And every Thursday night, Jeff and Skeets are here doing their nerd stuff with Stargate, with the Stargate files.
Damn straight. And we have a good time. We got a good lineup coming up. We just did the Tok'ra episodes from season 2.
Nice.
And now the back half of season 2 is going to be on fire once we get past Spirits and Touchstone. But Spirits is all right. Touchstone is the better one. And then we get to the 5th race and some other fun episodes. So you Stargate fans out there, you're going to want to tune in. Make sure you hit the
race. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, we got a fun guest coming on there. Our buddy Nerd Slap, who was in the chat earlier, he's going to be joining us. So in about 2 weeks, that's going to be
all right. I will be listening in.
Oh yeah, thank you for tuning in, Chad. Love having everybody around for that. So having a great time on all of our shows. Hopefully you are too. Hit the subscribe button down below on the way out. Let us earn your subscription. We greatly appreciate it. Hit the like button too. And share this stream out there. It does help. So if you hit the like button, subscribe, notify, it would be greatly appreciated. So thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
It started.
Safety first.
Looks like you got some kind of alternate universe in there or something.
Yeah. All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.